connect with the past. Relive history. Using Abstergo's incredible research into genetic memory, Animus gives you the chance to game within the past. The product you have purchased allows you to access the memories of Aveline de Grandpre, an 18th century assassin caught between two worlds, fighting to find her true purpose. Make history yours. History is our playground. Animus.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another walkthrough. This is for Assassin's Creed Liberation HD, and this is the most recent Assassin's Creed for the 360 and PS3. It was originally a PS Vita title, so I'm assuming some of you have already played through it and enjoyed the hell out of it. I personally really enjoyed it. It does kind of have some iffy moments, as far as how silly some of the story gets at one or 2 points. But for an arcade-like title, I think that Ubisoft knocked this game out of the park. I thought they did a really amazing job with it, and she has all of her unique weapons and everything like that. And yes, you're seeing her as a kid right now. So yes, catch the chicken, get after the chicken, and yeah, there are quite a few different collectibles that you can find in this game. There are 3 different main areas to walk around. There is New Orleans, the Bayou, which is pretty cool, and that'll be the second place you go to, and then Chichen Itza, which is in Mexico.
Come back!
Perfect for plantation work, monsieur. Look at this one. Hard-working, strong, healthy, too. I told you to keep your place, Congo. As I was saying, monsieur, this one is strong as an ox. It's in good health, and all, not counting the missing toes.
Mama?
And that's another thing I'd like to mention, is that this game definitely touches on the slave trade much more than the other Assassin's Creed games. I know they touch on it a little bit in some of them, but this one is definitely more mainly focused upon that.
Mama! Mama! Pardon, madame.
You there! Bantling pest! I'll have you arrested!
Aveline? Ma chérie, you were shouting again. Was it the nightmare?
Oui. Only a dream. I'm sorry to have woken you.
Shh, ma chérie, shh. Never apologize. A mother worries, even a stepmother.
Thank you, Madeleine. Maman, do you worry too? Did you forget me? Or are you gone? In any case, the night has better uses than sleep.
We have uncovered news of a plantation from which slaves are vanishing. The owners reported their escape, but our network can find no trace of them. If you don your slave guise, perhaps you can investigate this mystery from within. A dressing chamber has been prepared for you in a strategic location. From the top of the cathedral, you will see it.
Yeah, alright, so that was a pretty messed up dream, wasn't it? The whole rattlesnake coming out of his mouth. That really freaked me out the first time I saw that. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So, yeah. You'll see on the map here, on the radar there, on the bottom left, there are chests. And those chests aren't needed for the completion of this game. You don't need that for 100% completion. There are quite a few different collectibles in each level, and there are also collectibles for each persona. There are some for slave, some for assassin, and some for the lady persona. And yeah, so you don't really need those chests. They're really just for padding your money early on to give you some good weapons early on. All right, so you got the little title screen there, and it tells us now, I'm just checking out my different tools and weapons and all that jazz, but it tells us now to change into the slave persona. And like I said before, each persona has different collectibles, and then there are other collectibles that every persona can grab. But there are also different abilities that each persona can muster. Both the slave and the assassin, see, I'm checking it out right now, both the slave and the assassin can free run. The slave persona doesn't have as many gadgets and weapons as the assassin. And then the lady persona, you can't free run, you can't climb up any walls or anything like that, and you can't jump from buildings, but you can charm certain people, and you can get through areas where you normally couldn't, and you eventually unlock a couple weapons for the lady persona, but really not very many. You're not going to be killing people left and right with that persona. And also, each persona has a different means of removing notoriety. And you'll see at the top left there, kind of looks like an Xbox, the middle of the button, the symbol in the middle of the button, around each portrait there. And that is the ring of notoriety that you have. And when the ring's full, everybody will be after you. But it's easy because the combat's easy in Assassin's Creed games. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I have had no problems just mowing down hundreds and hundreds of guards. So, yeah, the slave, as you can see, wow, good timing, can rip off the posters that you find up around the area, and they'll be marked on your map usually. And then the lady has to assassinate witnesses, and those will be marked on your radar as well. And then the assassin, what does the assassin do? The assassin bribes people, and usually the bribes aren't very much. It really depends on how much notoriety you have. And right now we are trying to sneak our way into a plantation. And ran into the back. There we go. All right, now back to Persona specific collectibles. The assassin picks up coins off of muggers. They knock out muggers and take coins. They loot coins off of them. And then the slave persona pickpockets voodoo dolls, which sounds weird, but yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense with the whole Bayou section coming up soon. And then the lady persona charms certain gentleman folk and gets precious gems off of them. So, and I believe those gems actually give you money too, which is nice. You trade those in for extra cash. And yeah, give it one sec here.
Who are you? How did you get past the guards? We have plenty of trouble here already. Don't need no more.
I'm Aveline, a friend. Slaves have been reported escaped, but none has yet reached any safe house. My contacts fear the worst.
If you're a spy, Aveline, you won't find no cause for persecution here. My brothers have vanished, then my aunt. Today my youngest sister, Therese. They ain't escaped, as you say. They're taken. Besides, Therese would never survive on her own.
I'll find her. If any have trodden through these fields, they must have left tracks.
Yes, so like I said, there are those collectibles, but those don't show up until after a few sequences, and I got along perfectly okay without getting them until near the end of the game. There aren't any real benefits from any of those. Maybe a special hat or something like that, but whoop-de-doo, you know. So yeah, you don't have to get them until the end. You can play after you're done the game, and you can revisit every single area that you went to. There aren't any locked areas after you've completed a level or something like that. You may have to restart a sequence, which isn't that big of a deal because these sequences are pretty short. And I was actually surprised. This game was pretty long as far as arcade games go, that's for damn sure. And a pretty enthralling entry into the Assassin's Creed franchise, which is saying a lot considering it was just a PS Vita title. And as you can see, the movement holds up just fine, you know. The fighting, it's on par with the fighting in Assassin's Creed 3. So yeah, you can't really ask for more besides the HD upgrade, and that was brought in this iteration. So
Don't be afraid, Therese. I'm a friend. Who did this? Your master?
No. This son. Oh, please help.
Be strong. I'll get you to safety.
You'll pay for this. Guards! Hurry! We've got rats in the barn.
This nightmare! I can't take no more!
His terror is over, Therese. Stay with me. We must hurry.
Aveline, my daughter, wandering alone at dawn. Where have you been?
After the nightmare, I went to take air. Dear stepmother, I'm grown now. You needn't worry for my safety.
You underestimate the dangers of the world. If not to your safety, then to your reputation. Why must you be so headstrong? I wish you would...
In truth, Madeleine, I'm in need of your assistance. I'm afraid it's urgent.
What now?
While walking, I was startled by cries of distress. Following them, I discovered a woman, a slave, badly wounded.
Where is she? I will send help.
She awaits in a wagon, outside, in the street.
Aveline!
Don't be cross. I knew you'd know the thing to do. I couldn't risk leaving her to perish, or worse.
Or worse! You have already sentenced her to persecution by your very impulsiveness. Very well. I will not turn my back now, not that you have left me much choice. I will see that she is treated in utmost discretion.
Thank you, Madeleine.
In the meantime, hurry to town and fetch her new traveling clothes. Go quickly. We have no time to lose.
Alright, so now we are in the lady persona. And as you can see, you can take down posters, so you can remove notoriety for other personas while you are in a different one. So I'm helping the slave persona right now by ripping this off here. There we go. And the upcoming sequence, including this one, they're kind of boring. They're just, you know, teaching you the ropes of the game and showing you the city of New Orleans here. And it also shows you the mini game of this game, and it's very similar to the other ones, like let's say the Brotherhood, where you send them to do different missions in different places around the world. So that is back, but it doesn't play as big of a role in this game. Yeah, it gives your assassin. Well, there aren't any assassins to give experience to or get money from, but there are boats that you sail around, and you sell different goods to different places around the world. They're like, it is very much more simplified. It is just probably going to be the main way you're going to make your money. So keep that in mind.
Aveline, late to lunch and looking ashen again. I fear you are not resting enough.
Oh, Papa. I'll take my rest when this life is exhausted.
You will hasten that end at this rate. I do fear you are more like your father than his feet for a lady. A chip of the same block. In passing, Monsieur Blanc requests your assistance at the warehouse. I dare say he has work to offer.
Is that all he has to offer? I should think for all his attention, he would request your hand.
All the same, it's the work that interests me.
Philippe.
Oh, dear me. Oh, by the turn of this conversation, it would appear I have lingered too long at this table. If you'll excuse me.
Good day, Papa.
There, he is gone. I can tell you now, Aveline. I have taken care of everything. Your friend will be safe. If you have any more womanly problems, do not hesitate to see me.